So, Mr. McCain, you mind indulging us into what happened in Chicago for TNA Lockdown?
Well, TNA Lockdown was a wild event. We don't go through it. But I just want y'all to know, I enjoyed Lockdown. We had an unexpected return. We have new tag team champions, quote unquote. We have a new team that's tag team champions. But it's not Cole's least favorite team ever. So, there's that. We got some championships change hands. And you know what we got, y'all? We got an option C. Let me go ahead and explain to y'all what it is now. Before we get to it, I'm break it down for you. So what option C is your X Division champion. They have the option to say, I want to cash in my X Division championship, giving it up for an opportunity to face the World Heavyweight Champion. And if I win, I'm the new World Heavyweight Champion. And there have been gentlemen that have been very successful, and there have been gentlemen that have been very bad attempting. So by the end of the night, spoiler, by the end of the night, your X Division champion will be doing option C. We just got to find out who it's going to be. So, you know, it's got to be right before the main event now, or perhaps after the main event. We're going to see. All right. Now that we got that out of the way, because I want to make sure everybody understands how that goes. And this is slow. We coming up, y'all. I got to make sure I got the matches in order. All right, so we had the Righteous, BDE, and Rich Swann. This was the 0 hour, or the countdown of lockdown, they call it this night. The Righteous won. So, you know, pre-show match, we ain't gonna spend too much time on it. Righteous won. It is what it is. Alicia is one of the first females to compete in the Monsters Ball match. Obviously, the other team has a female as well. But she's one of the first females to compete in it. She's calling herself the first female, but that's, you know, that's how she does. We're not gonna dig into that. We had a match between Trey Miguel and Special Agent Zero. It actually was a good match, but Trey Miguel defeated Special Agent Zero. We had that. So now we're starting to get to the ones that y'all probably care a little bit more about, to be honest. We have Elijah and AJ Francis with a rematch. They call it the Final Encore. And keep in mind, all these matches are inside the cage. So, to probably not most people's surprise, AJ Francis won the Final Encore. So,
I got that one.
I mean, I just guessed. I ain't really sit here and act like I just guessed. It happened to, you know, it's one of those that happens to work out. So we had Allie and a mystery partner versus the Elegance brand. That mystery partner turned out to be Kiera Hogan. Who's back in TNA and then one half of the World Tag Team Champions with Allie.
Miss Hogan's back.
Mm-hmm. Hogan got some cakes too.
I knew those. That's why I said it, because I knew you was gonna go that route.
Mm-hmm. And it stands out more when you're the only caked up person in the match. Just saying. All right. Moose and Frankie Kazarian. I got this one wrong. Frankie Kazarian got thrown out of the cage by Moose. He got speared out of the cage by Moose.
So pretty much, you made a lucky pick, and I got a lucky dub.
We both got a lucky one.
What the world?
Once I started seeing how the night was going, I was like, yeah. Excuse me, it's probably what's going to end up happening. Now, the matches I've talked about so far are pretty good. One thing about Trey Miguel, he had on some Spider-Man tights. It was dope. And so did BDE. He had on some Miles Morales ones. So Spider-Man getting some shout out and some love in the wrestlers in TNA. All right, Lockdown Knockouts World Championship match. Zaya Brookside and Lana Black. Zaya won a hard-fought match.
At least that made Lana Black look good.
Yeah.
But we knew how that was going to end.
Yeah, we knew that one. Jason Hotch, Mustafa Ali.
Oh, my God. They put an AEW.
All I'm going to say is that Mustafa Ali got the championship back. Of course, it was by nefarious means, but did we expect anything else?
Wow. We was hoping you didn't pull an AEW, but you did in a way.
And we got a little interesting piece of news after that.
Ooh,
TNA has a new signing.
Yeah, we had a debut.
You know his last name. You know his first initial. And ironically, I met him when he was a little boy. So when I was living in Atlanta, I was working with Liz for a while. And managing one of the stores I went to cover another store. And it was by where AJ lives in the Mall of Georgia. So AJ actually came in with Avery. Avery was a little kid. And AJ's really cool guy. He's one of the wrestlers I've actually, had one-on-one conversation with. Really cool guy. He came in, bought some hats. And he was talking. I was telling him I'm a big fan of TNA and stuff. Love what he was doing. And then Avery was just kind of running around having a good time like little kids do. And he said he wanted to be a wrestler then, ironically. So, yeah. Avery Styles has signed the contract with TNA. Very similar entrance and everything to his dad. But if it ain't broke, why fix it? Frankie Kazarian comes out and says that he considers himself a brother of AJ Styles and tells Avery that he always will have his back. I'm like, it's going to be your first fight, first person you fight. You can't trust that guy. Kazarian is a scumbag. So we're going to come back to this match. But Cedric Alexander and Leon Slater put on a banger. A lot of these matches were really good, but that was a banger. And the last man standing match. Tell you who won, but not right now. All right, so then we're going to go to the Lethal Lockdown match. This is the one that has the system against Fabian Ochner, Casey Navarre, Bang Bang, and Jada Stone. So Jada Stone is also the first woman to be in a Lethal Lockdown match. So another good match, a lot of aggressive pops, but the system did end up getting the win.
Can't be mad at it.
Yeah, we both got that one wrong. But yeah, Eddie Edwards pile driver Richie Sosa through the cheers to get a win. So they had to make it tough. So in our main event, we had the TNA World Tag Team Championship match. Instead of having a TNA World Heavyweight Champion match, we have a Tag Team Championship match. I ain't gonna say nothing about that. The Hardys, now call themselves the Goats, against the Nimitz.
The Nimitz boys.
So the Nimitz won the match.
The Nimitz boys hold the goal.
So now they have the gold. Now,
however, the night wasn't finished.
as they were basking in the glory of their victory, the winner of the X Division Championship match. So the way the match ended, Cedric Alexander was down under a bunch of stuff at a 9 count. Was not able to get out and get up by the 10 count. So your winner and new TNA X Division champion, to the surprise of no one, Leon Slater. Leon comes out and invokes his right to trade in the X Division title for a shot at TNA champion Nick Nemeth at Bound for Glory. What I love about this, the main event for Bound for Glory is already set. And Bound for Glory is one of TNA's big time shows. We also said he's going to be the youngest ever TNA champion. I love it, y'all. I'll say this, TNA put on a heck of a show. Nemeth tried to jump on Leon Slater, but he took out both of the brothers, and then Lockdown goes off the air. So we got a re-debut, a debut. We got some championships changing hands. Quite a few, actually. And we got the main event for Bound for Glory already set up. We've been critical of everybody for their storytelling and how they're setting things up at times. I admit that. But for me, TNA rode the wave really correctly on this particular show. So kudos to them. And I actually did enjoy watching Lockdown.
I mean, match of the night, obvious. As the Division Championship, last man standing match.
Yeah, the X Division Championship match stole the show. 100%.
And then with that, most valuable player or performer tonight is obviously Leon Slater.
Gotta be. Gotta be.
So, I mean, TNA, thumbs up for Lockdown.
TNA fans or people who might feel like they want to be a TNA fan or check them out, I would suggest this time right here, because Bound for Glory, like I said, is one of their big pay-per-views, so they're going to make that good. And they're still called pay-per-views for TNA.